Me again. So what? Day 3 now, I think. Maybe, hopefully, probably day 4 now. So I've just been driving in the country, trying to find a place where I could film. I wasn't even gonna film. I was gonna wait a whole nother day, because it's all like overcast and just kind of gloomy. I'm just gonna get off the main road so no one sees me. Shh. Oh, I'm an international. So many questions. Thank you. There's literally hundreds of questions. Look at this. This is you guys. Holy cow. And it just keeps on going. But yeah, holy cow. Thank you for all the questions first off. First question that was asked, even though you are young, what would you say to your younger self? You always hear this question asked to older people, and people always say, I wish I chased after my dreams. I wish I asked the girl out. I wish I wasn't afraid. I wish I wasn't scared. And I would agree with that. I mean, that's like good advice, you know? It's hard to disagree, but I don't want to give the same advice that everyone else gives. I think most advice is cliche. I feel like we all sort of know what we're supposed to do. We know to like chase your dreams. We know to not care about what other people think. Follow your passion. We know to work hard. We know sleep is important. We know to exercise. We know to eat well. We know to be kind to other people. But there tends to be a disconnect between knowing everything and then actually doing it. But anyway, I think the way human nature is, or just the way humans are, there has to be something that pushes us over into the other side of action, which tends to be storytelling, watching videos, watching movies, reading books. That tends to motivate us to actually go and do it because we see other people doing it, and that makes it less daunting, I think. But if I were to give my younger self advice, I think it would be to not always think what I'm doing is right. I'd say another thing I wish I'd done when I was younger was document more of what I was doing, especially in the form of writing, diaries or journals. I wish I'd written more about what I was thinking at the time, because looking back, I just wish I had that part of my mind to just see how I was growing up as a person. So yeah, I think it just would have helped me process the world better, and it's sort of like talking to a friend, but it's yourself. And I think that's a special relationship that I wish I cultivated from a younger age. I've definitely started to do that now, and I feel the impacts it has on me. And I'm grateful I've developed that habit, but it wouldn't have hurt to have it at a younger age. But that was a bit of a ramble.
Have fun, mom.
Good morning. Just dropped off my dad at the airport, and not even, I think it just crossed 6 o'clock. I woke up at like 5:14. I was pretty tired, but yeah, now I'm gonna go drive to the dealership to get our car, which is in the shop right now. And this is just like a replacement car. It's still dark out, but maybe it'll be a pretty sunrise. So I'm at the top of a parking deck, and I'm currently paying $1.25 an hour to be up here. It's getting windy. What was that? So here we are. This is probably the third time I've tried to film this. Oh, what's up, girl? You wanna say hello? You wanna say hello? I don't think I've introduced our dog here. We got a puppy, but she kind of got big, so she doesn't really look like a puppy anymore. I know you want to get down. But yeah, we got a dog. Her name is Ponyo from the movie Ponyo, if you know the movie Ponyo. Anyway, I've tried to film this video like, yeah, I think this is the third time now. One time it got dark, another time it just got really cold and windy, and I was tired because I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning to take my dad to the airport. And then 2 days earlier, I woke up at 4:30 to drive to a race. It was like a 10-hour day. I'm not here to make an excuse. This is me not giving up. I'm pushing forward and I'm gonna film this dang video. I have 15 minutes to film, so I'm gonna try to answer a few questions before I have something to do. But yeah, thoughts on the law of attraction. I didn't realize it was a thing until I found out about it. And then I realized like, oh, this is what I've been doing the whole time. You gotta have this crazy belief that it'll actually happen. And I think unconsciously it guides you towards it actually happening. Because if you don't actually think it can happen in the first place, you're probably not gonna take the steps that will get you there. So yeah, even if believing is just believing, it'll get you closer than you ever would have been if you didn't even believe in the first place. Obviously with law of attraction, you gotta actually go out there and do it. But yeah, I do believe in it. Okay, well I just answered like a couple questions, but I have to go now. I don't have a watch on, but I see the time over there. But yeah, I'm not gonna give up on this video. I'm gonna continue to film it, but I really gotta get going. I'm making progress, even if it's not like big progress, even if I only filmed 2 questions. 2 questions is better than none. Maybe it's 3. Progress is progress. I thought someone was at the door. I got really scared for a second. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Ow! 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 I can't believe I got that on camera. I'm so... Ow! Natural selection will get me one day, guys. Ow! I can't wait to watch this. Like, I'm gonna be editing this video at some point. I'm gonna watch myself open a fridge, try to step into the fridge as a joke and smash my head on the top of it. And Max, in the future when you're watching this, I'm sorry. Learn from my mistake. Natural selection will get me one day, guys. It will. Ow! I can't wait to watch this. Like, I'm gonna be editing this video at some point. And Max, in the future when you're watching this, I'm sorry. It's okay. Learn from my mistake. Look who I am. 1 second. Alright, it's the next day, but I'm back, and that's what matters, you know? I'm not giving up. I'm gonna finish this Q&A. I have to re-download Instagram to see the questions because I don't like keeping Instagram or any social media on my phone. That's like a productivity life hack. It made my screen time go from like 2 to 3 hours a day to 30 to 40 minutes, which is insane if you think about it, because what are you doing, girl? That's like a lot of time out of your day. And then if you like multiply that, if it's like 2 more hours of your day, 7 days a week, it's like 14 hours. That's like a whole day of being awake, basically. So, life hack. Right, Ponyo? Girl, she just fell off the couch. Maybe I caught that on film. Aww, you okay? All right, today's questions are, do you have a girlfriend? What is your biggest failure that helped you push yourself to become who you are today? Geez, I mean, I wish I had like a distinct moment where I failed, as funny as that sounds. And I don't want to be too, like if I said I was a failure, if I was like, myself was the biggest failure, that also sounds like really, really sad. But I haven't really messed anything up that badly so far. I just felt like my life would have been a failure if I didn't do anything. So that's what really pushed me. That was like when I moved to France. I was really shy, socially anxious. I'm not good at like getting out of my comfort zone. And I have a bad sleep schedule. I don't really read any books. I'm eating okay. But like I felt like that was a failure, and that really pushed me to, all right, I gotta change myself when I moved to France. Are there aliens? Probably, but they're probably smart enough to where you wouldn't even realize they were an alien, but they are. Like birds could be aliens and we would never know, we just think birds are birds, you know? But yeah, aliens have got to exist in some galaxy, maybe in Perspectopia, who knows, but there's got to be aliens. How to be more confident? See, confidence, geez, I had like a really long, I think it was like maybe even like a 2-hour conversation with my friends Ben and Beckett a while back about confidence and whether it's a real thing or it's an illusion or if it's something you prop yourself up with. Like confidence, I don't know, it really depends on how you define it, but since I'm more of an introvert, I tend to be not like a very I don't think I come off as a very confident person. I guess, maybe I do, I don't know, but it's something I definitely struggled with in the past, and like recently I've gotten really confident, but it's only because I've built myself up and I'm just proud of who I am, so I have no reason not to be confident, if that makes sense. I feel like when you structure your life and you set big goals and you accomplish those goals and you really work hard towards doing those things, I think it makes you confident within yourself because you're like, okay, I can go and do this. I'm not afraid of doing this. And even if you are afraid, you still have the confidence that that's okay. It's normal to be afraid, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. Yeah, I think just setting yourself up to do things that are uncomfortable will help you out so much. If that's like the one thing you could take away from this video, is go set goals that are bigger than the goals you would normally set them, or go set a goal and then double that goal or triple that goal and make it even more outrageous, and make a plan, work hard, and once you get there you're like, wow, I really did that. Like that was me. I controlled how I acted and I set a plan and I went out there and I did it. And then you're like, okay, I have the ability as a human to make an impact on the world, and I can go out and do things, I can change things. And then you sort of build this confidence within yourself that, all right, life is this awesome opportunity. I have this power to go and make a change and do things. And then confidence just sort of comes within, I guess, at that point. Same thing with optimism. You're like, all right, now I'm optimistic, I'm confident. It sort of all just sort of melds together. And then you sort of naturally just feel confident, or you feel like you're gonna sneeze. So yeah, I think there's ways to train yourself. But yeah, I wasn't always naturally confident or brave or bold, but I was able to build myself up from the bottom and become confident over time. But it comes and goes. There's times where I'm not feeling as confident if something doesn't go well. Other times where like, hey, chill out, maybe you shouldn't be that confident. But yeah, I'd say the last thing is just, or something that's helped me with confidence with a lot of things in life, is just realizing that we are all human and that we all have emotions. We're all afraid, we're all scared, we all don't quite really know what we're doing to a certain degree, but I don't know, I feel like it's easy to be scared of other people and to be intimidated or to feel shy or this or that. But then if you realize, okay, they're just a human too, maybe they're even nervous, maybe they're even scared, and I think realizing that gets you out of your head a bit. Otherwise you're just like, ah. So yeah, that's my spiel on confidence. Someone asked, do you have haters? Yeah, I don't really have any haters. I've never really received any mean messages. I've gotten some like rude comments, but I just brush past it because it's only a couple people. But yeah, that's something I was really worried about in the beginning when I started my channel. I was like, dang, I'm gonna get like hate comments, people are gonna be mean to me. And then no one was really mean to me at all. If anything, people were nicer than I thought they'd be. And I think that's just because if you put out good things into the world, good things will come back to you. How do you see yourself 10 years from now? I hope I'm alive, first off. I hope the world is okay. And geez, me in 10 years? Will I have kids by then? I'll be almost 28. I might even be married. I might even have kids. Who knows? That would be crazy. Maybe I'll be a dad? Oh, me? I'll be a dad someday. Maybe I'll be living in another country in 10 years. Maybe I'll be starting another business in 10 years. Whatever it is, probably something exciting and fun. And hopefully I'm still filming videos or still staying in touch with you guys. And That's so crazy. 10 years out? I don't even know where I'll be in 5 years. Another great question. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Like, I'm tempted to say something like start a $1 billion business or run a sub 4-minute mile or do this or that, but I almost want to like simplify it down or say be the most authentic version of myself. If I knew I couldn't fail, I feel like that's the one thing, and I try to do that. I don't know, I feel like that's like the common denominator, is if you can be the truest version of yourself, then you can do anything and everything else. And I can start the business, I can have this athletic achievement. But if I knew I couldn't fail, maybe try to find a way to have everyone feel like they live a meaningful and enjoyable life. That's it. If you think about all the millions of children who starve to death, who aren't educated, there's just so many issues in the world and so many people who don't get to see the beauty of life. And I feel like that's what I want to accomplish and do, is help everyone just raise the whole humanity up as a whole, you know? And I'll try to do that anyways, but that's what it'd be. That's what it'd be. Great question though. And I think even just knowing that helps me align myself in what I want to do. And yeah, pause the video and just ask yourself that. What would you do if you couldn't fail? It's a really good question. Yeah, you want me to rub your belly? Yeah. The next question is, do you consider yourself different? I mean, I think everyone is really different and unique. I just think maybe I express it more than the average person does. But I don't know. I feel like if you consider yourself really different and special, that sort of leads to arrogance maybe. And that's like the last thing I ever want to be, is arrogant. It's actually like my biggest fear as well. Hey, what is your favorite singer slash band slash artist right now? Hey girl. All right, Ponyo's leaving. Probably John Mayer and Still Woozy, perhaps. Yeah, I think John Mayer is just, I'm trying to learn a lot of his music on acoustic guitar right now, so John Mayer for sure. What's the best thing about being a young entrepreneur? Probably just the freedom and just the excitement of running a business. There are pros and cons, but it just feels exciting that you could create something that's self-sustaining, that could actually make an impact, and that, I don't know, also that I might not have to work for someone someday. Something about that sounds pretty nice to me. Okay, so this is day 4 of filming now, and I've been trying to make this Q&A over the past couple of days, and to be honest, I just haven't been feeling great. I've been a little sleep deprived, and yeah, I was trying to film a video, but I was feeling tired, and when I'm tired, I don't feel like myself, so I've tried to film every single day. I haven't given up, and today is the last day where I'm concluding this. So yeah, 300,000 subscribers is absolutely, I can't even fathom it. It's crazy, like so crazy, and my wildest dreams have come true because of this, and I'm living literally my dreams. I just can't even express it. Words wouldn't do it justice, but I hope my smile does it justice for you guys. All right, does this work? I guess this is cool. I'm really, my heart is beating. I don't think this is illegal. I hope this isn't illegal. If it is, I'm sorry. I don't want to be setting a bad example. I was just stopping on the side of the road. But I'm definitely worried that someone's gonna like drive by and be like, hey kid. So the #1 ranked question was, do you plan to do YouTube full time, or will you get a job once you leave college? The thing is, that's like 4 years out. I'd love to be in a position where I'm self-employed, or even that I have a business where I employ others actually. But at the same time, I feel like the most likely scenario is that I'll get an internship in college, and then maybe I'll end up working for a company then. But the idea of having the freedom to work for yourself is something that I really like personally, and I think that's the sort of lifestyle that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna try as hard as I can so that I don't need a 9-to-5 job, but we'll see if that's YouTube, if it's Perspectopia, another business, who knows. I probably will start another couple businesses in the next 4 years, but yeah, I can't really say. But Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm like successful enough to where I don't have to. We'll see. Next question from Ethanol. Can you tell us about your favorite classes you took in high school? Psychology, or AP Psychology, AP Art History, and architecture was actually really fun. And actually AP Literature. I had an incredible teacher. Mr. Schrader was awesome. Same with psychology. Mr. Whitehouse was an awesome guy. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I ended up liking courses in high school based upon the teacher, not necessarily the subject. I think it's all about the teacher at the end of the day. A good teacher can make anything interesting, in my opinion. What country in the world do you wish to travel to the most? I have a large viewership from India, actually, and you guys have persuaded me to travel to India, so I cannot wait to just travel and go there. It's like, to me, it seems like a pretty foreign place, so I'd love to just see how cool India is. Also, the Philippines would be really awesome. I'd love to visit Japan. New Zealand is definitely on my bucket list. There's so many places I want to see, and hopefully the world will be in a safe enough position to where I can visit and travel soon. Hopefully, maybe even this summer. But yeah, those are probably the top items on my bucket list as of now. And then also South America. That's a whole nother thing. There's so many places I'm going to travel to in my life, hopefully, and take you guys along and all of that. Yeah, I guess those are my top places. What major are you most interested in for college and why? There's a behavioral decision science major at Brown University, which if you know me and you watch the channel, you know that would be sort of like the perfect major for me. And they also have an open curriculum, so I would really love to go there. So that's like definitely number one. And then also maybe psychology and film. I don't quite know yet, but some combination of psychology, business, marketing, film, media studies, something that sort of puts all of that together is what I'm most interested in at the moment. Okay, here's a good question. Is there one thing above all others which you avoid doing because of fear? Please be as open as you can. I'm trying to be as honest with myself as possible and analyze everything I'm doing right now. I'm trying to think, like I'm pretty good at self-correcting things because I journal, but what's something I'm afraid of? I'd say filming more in public. I'm terrified of that. Like I was gonna film a video in public, like asking strangers questions. I was like, I'll wait to do that. I'd have to buy a mic or something. So I was like, I won't do that. Because I'm an introvert, believe it or not. I'm a very introverted person. And so the idea of that sort of scares me. And I'll probably do it in the future and overcome my fears. I'm not really someone who confronts other people, especially in public. Talking to strangers, all of that, I could smile, laugh, and do it. But for now, I'm definitely afraid of that. I'll have to get over it eventually, but for the time being, I'm afraid of filming in public or doing any video revolving strangers or any video related to asking strangers questions. Would be interesting and entertaining, but I'm terrified to do it, I'll be honest. Maybe you guys will peer pressure me to doing it in the comment sections and I'll get over my fear, but for now, yeah, kind of afraid of that. We're a bit crooked right now, but we're gonna do the final questions. Any suggestions for running a successful YouTube channel? Post frequently and learn from your mistakes and self-correct so that your videos get better, and then eventually you'll get noticed if you're making good videos. So the thing is, if you really study YouTube and storytelling and you know what works on YouTube in terms of watch time, thumbnails, titles, all of that, if you really study it, you can do it right. You can literally start a channel tomorrow, work really hard for the next couple of months, and your channel could be larger than mine. And I genuinely mean that. Like, anyone can do YouTube. There are so many good questions. I wish I could answer them all, but for now, I don't want to make this an hour-long video. We'll have to wait till I hit 400K, so subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, the last question that I'm going to answer, which sort of pertains to something else I want to talk about, is do you ever plan to meet your supporters in person once COVID is over? Yes, if it's safe to. This summer, I want to do like a world tour where I travel all around Europe and Asia, India, even the Philippines, where you guys would invite me to live in your home, and I'd travel around going from house to house filming videos, sort of documenting the experience, what it's like in the home, the culture of the area. We'd go on trips together, we'd meet up with other people in the area. I explained the whole sort of outline and idea for this on the community tab. If you want to go to that after the video, you can check that out. So that's my plan. This channel is rooted in traveling and new experiences and being out of your comfort zone. So yeah, I'm very excited to do that in the future. And yeah, geez, how do I wrap this up? I mean, I can say thank you. I could say my life has changed, and it has. I don't know, it's really hard to find words except to just smile and just say that there's more we can do as a community. I'm working on some ways and projects to where we can really leverage our power together, if that makes sense. Just keep living with an optimistic perspective. And for now, I'll see you in Perspectopia. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, I think I'm filming a video in like 2 days. So if I edit that in time, I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.